You should have been more prepared, Jody. That's all we're saying.
I know.
Oh, man. Welcome, everybody, to episode 214 of Disney with the Ducks. Tonight, you've got me, John Krull, and I'm joined by my friend Jeff.
Hey, everybody.
And our friend Jody.
Hi, friends.
All right, so tonight, we're going to have a really fun episode. We're going to do a little bit of debating, a little bit of voting. So that's going to be really fun. But before we get to that, we want to ask everybody to please go out and give us a 5-star review wherever it is you get your podcasts from, and maybe share an episode with your friends. Then come over to our Facebook group, Disney with the Ducks, and take part in some of the fun discussions we have and share some pictures of your trips and stuff. So that'll be a good way to kind of come over and introduce yourself to the group. But also, I want to ask you guys a question. So this episode is going to come out on April 14th. We are recording this here on March 22nd, right? So we're kind of in the middle of the NCAA tournament, and I want to see who you guys think is going to win and who you want to win the tournament, so that we can see who got it right when this comes out.
All right, I'll go first because I can't wait to hear what Jody's been watching on these. Jody's looking it up right now. She's asking Landon on mute, who's in the NCAA tournament.
I asked him for my bracket. I have a bracket. I just asked him to bring me my bracket.
I think Duke's going to take it this year.
Duke? So, okay. Is that who you think? Who do you want to win?
Anybody but Rick Pitino and Michigan.
Okay. That's fair. All right.
So no St. John's, no Michigan.
Well, that hurts right here. Jody, what about you? Who do you got winning this thing?
I just yelled for Landon to bring me my bracket, and he said he doesn't know where it is. But I think I may have Houston, Arizona. I don't know. I filled it out in about 0.2 seconds without much thought into it. So because that's how much I care. Oh, hold on.
You know, that's how I make most of my major life decisions, Jody.
She had Wisconsin going to the national championship.
Because
Jody, you don't let your kid come in here and sell you out.
Houston.
Landon, thank you. Thanks for giving us that info.
Yeah, because I don't really care about basketball, but I have Houston winning it all. So
Houston
against Miami of Ohio.
No, I do not have Miami of Ohio.
I snorted. Yeah. Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah,
all right. What about you?
All right. So
I could care less really about basketball. So
okay, that's fair.
So, but I filled out a bracket.
I love this tournament. I think it's the funnest sporting event of the year. I think who I want to win is Michigan. And also who I think is going to win is Michigan. So I cannot wait to be celebrating a national championship here in a couple of weeks. So I'm pretty pumped.
You know, that's the only reason why he asked us this question. He didn't really want to talk about basketball. He just wanted to say that pukey team up north team.
Yes.
Name.
Yes. I really just wanted a reason to say go blue on this episode. So that gave me that opportunity. So okay, well, and then we got the Masters coming up too. So that's going to be starting, I think, right around the time this drops. So, man, what a time to be alive. And we've got baseball coming up here in the next week.
Also, another sport I don't care about. Golf.
Baseball or golf? Golf? Oh, Jody, is there a sport you do like besides soccer, though?
Soccer.
Yes, I love soccer. I love football. I love, I'll watch a lot of things, but like golf is really boring to watch, I think. But that's just me.
But you know what? That's part of the fun is being able to like take a nap, wake up, see a couple holes, and then fall back asleep for a little bit on the couch. And you got the nice spring breeze blowing through. It's really quite the experience. I mean, unless you have kids, because then they just throw stuff at you, hit you, yell at you. So, there's that. Okay. Well, that was a good way to get started. So while we're deciding if Michigan's going to win, the national championship or not, we do have some this or that questions we want to go through and have a little bit of a discussion and be able to prove why Jeff's wrong on most of these. So, Jody, let's see. We're gonna start off with talking about rides. And do you have 2 rides you want us to compare and choose between?
Well, I was going to go with like the easy one, which mountain is better, Space or Big Thunder? But I decided that's just too easy. So I'm going to go with 2 coasters instead. I'm going to go, well, those are both coasters too, but 2 different coasters. I'm going to go Expedition Everest versus Rock and Roller Coaster. All right, debate. What do you go with, Jeff?
Everest, because Rock and Roller Coaster is currently closed, and we do not have an accurate comparison of what it's going to be for the Muppets. So that my position could change, but under the current or former iteration of Rock and Roller Coaster, I think Everest's theming is substantially better, and the overall design of the ride I think is better than Rock and Roller Coaster.
All right. What about you, John?
Man, I hate when this happens, but I agree with Jeff. I think Everest is one of the most fun themed rides, and I love the part where you go backwards. And I don't know, I like the whole ride, but I also love that area of Animal Kingdom because it's just really cool to walk through and see everything. So yeah, I mean, I like Rock and Roller Coaster, but I never really cared too much about it because there's no like nostalgia feeling for me. Aerosmith's okay, but I'd like it to be the Foo Fighters, or now that the Muppets are coming, I'll probably like it a lot more, I think. So for now, though, I'm gonna go with Mount Everest or Expedition Everest. Yeah.
All right.
Huh. Okay. Jeff. Oh no, Jody. We haven't got your take on that.
I am going to say, kind of go on Jeff's type of theme and say Everest at the moment. I do hope when they change it over to Muppets, well, first of all, we all know that I'm going to love it, but I also hope that maybe they could smooth parts of that track out a little bit because it was, in my old age, it's beginning to beat me up a little bit. And I don't feel that way on Everest for whatever reason. I don't know why. So I am hoping that my answer in a couple of months is going to be Muppets, but for now, I got to go with Everest.
Wow. A clean sweep there. Huh?
I know, that's crazy. I was not expecting that.
I wasn't either. That's wild. Huh. All right, Jeff, what do you got for 2 rides that are this or that?
All right, I'm going to do a slight twist to the game a little bit because where would we be without that? But my this or that is a battle of the boring boat rides. We have to choose which one is the most boring of the boat rides. And we're going with either Navi River Journey or It's a Small World. So which one is worse? John.
It's a Small World. I mean, Navi River is just so peaceful and calming and fun. And I love looking for all the little insects moving around and everything happening around me. So It's a Small World is fine. It's nostalgic. I like going on it once every trip, even though about 40 seconds into it, I hate my life for the next 4 minutes. But I'm going to go with Navi River being the better one. So the more boring one, I guess, would be the other one. It's a Small World. Jody?
All right, Jody?
I'm with Team John. I probably can't tell you the last time I've been on It's a Small World, mainly because my boys despise it. But I don't love it very much. And I also think that Navi I love the technology. I love the big, whatever she is at the end. She moves really cool. I love that audio animatronic. I love the little bugs and little things coming from the ceiling from Navi. So yeah, I think I like Navi River Journey better. I think it's less boring. And you don't get that's in your head all day.
Yeah, which now I
We're
have
another clean
for the
sweep,
rest
people.
of the night. So thank you. Really?
We're another clean sweep, yeah. The Small World is by far my least favorite attraction. If they give me a bucket of softballs and they have the animatronics sit back up after you hit them over like carnival rides, number one, I would do that ride over and over and over. But under the current setup, it's a no for me, dog.
Wow. Okay.
Entertaining.
All right. Wow. Okay. Well, it's hard to follow that up, but I'm gonna go with okay. These two rides, they're both newer technology, newer rides to Disney World, but both very different. But I think both in like that exciting, like thrill ride type of category. So I'm gonna say Tron or Guardians. Jeff, where are you going? For? Which one are you picking?
Guardians for sure. Guardians it's a longer ride. It's got a pre-show that's better. It's not 45 seconds of my legs at a funny angle where they're going to cramp up on me. I do get a little motion sick on that one. So there is a point of it where I kind of have to close my eyes or I'm going to puke at the end. But I think the overall ride, the design, the track, the spinning coaster, everything about Guardians is better than Tron.
Wow. Okay. Jody, what do you think?
Do you remember? Always Guardians. It's the best. And do you guys want to learn a fun fact about Guardians that we learned on Keys to the Kingdom?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay. So when you leave Guardians, when you're exiting and you go up the steps and down the steps, when you go up the steps, all the songs I guess down the steps too, but when you're going through that exit, all the songs that you hear, those were all choices, were contenders for the ride. And like all these wonderful songs, and they picked Conga. How did Conga win out of all these great songs playing? So yeah, our Keys to the Kingdom tour guide opened Guardians. She was one of the opening teams for both Remy and Guardians, and she was telling us that all those songs that you hear over top were the songs that almost made the ride.
Wow.
That's really cool.
So there's your fun fact
Yeah.
for the day. I'm Team Guardians too.
Wow. Not only are we super entertaining, we're also highly educational.
Yeah, there you go. Fun fact.
Wow.
Woo.
All right. So next, we're gonna move into
Oh wait, you have to vote on your.
wait. Oh, I have to vote. It's too hard. I don't want to pick.
It was sure this or that. You have
Yeah,
to.
I know, but it's too hard of a choice. Okay, so I love Tron, especially at night. It's such a smooth, fun ride. But you're right, Jody. It's too fast. Or Jeff, I think you said it earlier. Like, Guardians is so much longer, and it's got music looped into it. That's awesome, and it's just such a cool ride to go on. I think I have to go with Guardians too.
I was not expecting that you were going to say Tron.
Yeah, I love Tron, but Guardians is just such a cool experience. I don't know. I love it. But you're right. Jeff, the motion sickness thing, I can't go on it more than once in a day, or I'll just be feeling off the rest of the night. It's terrible. Okay. So rides, that was a good discussion. I'm excited about this one because I love a lot of the attractions and shows. So it was hard to pick something similar enough but also that I wouldn't automatically pick the Happily Ever After because I can't put that up against anything. But all right. So Jeff, why don't you give us your this or that for attractions or shows?
I had the same problem with you because I immediately went to Happily Ever After, but then I was like, what do I put it up against? And I thought about like Fantasmic, but that would still be a no-brainer, even though Fantasmic's a good show. And then I thought if I did Happily Ever After against Wishes, but that'd be a tough comparison because it's no longer there. So I had to pivot a little bit. And I'm going Fantasmic against the Epcot show. I don't remember what the correct version of it is. The name. Yes, that's it. I knew it wasn't harmonious, but we're going with the Epcot Luminous versus Fantasmic.
Man.
John?
This is really tough. I'm gonna go with Fantasmic though, because it's a whole show. It's really cool. The experience just sitting in that theater with everybody, and then like the boat coming by at the end with all the characters on it. I love it. I love the music from it. I think it's really cool. So I'm gonna go with Fantasmic.
Jody?
I am also going to go Fantasmic, which is shocking because I hate the movie Fantasia. Is that the name of it?
Yeah, Fantasia.
Yeah.
Can't stand it. So Sorcerer Mickey kind of scares me. But Lindsay and I just watched that show last week, and I forgot how good Fantasmic is. So I thoroughly enjoyed it. I like that you get to sit and enjoy it, and you have assigned seating, and there's And Luminous, I've come to appreciate a little bit more, except for that part in the middle of Toy Story is too sad. And I don't understand why they have to bring the crowd down like that. So if they could get that part out of there, I would probably like the whole show a lot better. But yeah, I'm going to pick Fantasmic.
All right. Another clean sweep.
Oh.
Fantastic as well.
This is crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
I love the music for Fantastic. I like the dun 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 dun. Like, you're all firing off the fireworks and stuff as you're doing it.
Yeah.
And it's just fun.
It is. It's awesome. You're right. I love that one. Gosh. And last time I saw it, we had to leave though because Chelsea got freaked out during the scary part.
It is scary. I forget
It
how
is.
scary. That's really
I forgot.
scary.
Well,
Yeah.
It's Mickey's nightmare. So I mean, it's
Still,
Yeah.
it was a bit much.
And,
So
and
we had
it's
to leave.
long. It's not a short scary part. It's like
Yeah. It's
well
like a
over
couple
5
minutes. Yeah.
It's pretty long.
It's
So.
insane. Okay. So we all picked the same one there.
Crazy.
Mine is going to be for this one, the Festival of Fantasy Parade or the Starlight Parade in Magic Kingdom.
Mm.
So, Jody, what do you think?
I'm still gonna go with Festival of Fantasy, but barely. Mainly because Flynn's in it, and I love Flynn. But it's a longer parade. It has more variety in it. But the downside is it's hot as Hades when that parade's going on. Where Starlight, it's not nearly as hot, we hope. And I've only watched Starlight in the full. I actually just watched it for the first full time last week, and I only saw just a glimpse of it at Marathon Weekend. So I do enjoy it. I thought it was a nice, and I wish there were more performers in between the floats. Like during Festival of Fantasy, there's a lot of performers down on the ground in between the floats. And I know that the floats at Starlight are higher and they're bigger, but there doesn't seem to be enough entertainment going on in between the actual floats. They need more dancers with light up things happening, and in my opinion. So I'm still going to go with Festival of Fantasy.
Okay. That is a fun one. And it has the fire breathing dragon, which
I
is
know.
amazing.
And it's
That's
Maleficent,
awesome.
and I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
So.
Huh. All right. Jeff, what do you think? Have you seen both?
yes. I've seen the new one. I think 2 or 3 times actually.
Oh, okay. All right. So what are you
So,
picking?
yes, I've seen both. I am going to go with Festival of Fantasy as well still. I love the new nighttime parade. I love the lights on the all the floats coming up through there. I love that it's cooler at the evening. I love at the very beginning, as it's starting to come towards you, you hear the old electric light parade music, the chimey music that comes with it. It starts, but then it goes into all the new music, and that kind of shuts it down for me. That's whenever between the two, I'd rather see the Festival of Fantasy and hear their music than the music of the other one. If it would have stuck to the old music all the way through it, I'd give it to it. That one would win. But
Wow. Okay. Well, we're not going to have a clean sweep on this one.
ooh.
I've never been a parade person at Disney ever because I found out why finally on this last trip. Carly really wanted to see one of the parades. So we were like, all right, whatever, fine. We've done a lot this trip. It'll be nice to sit for a half hour for a spot. So we sat there and we saw the Festival of Fantasy parade, and it was amazing. Like, I absolutely loved it. But during that, I figured out why I never liked them, because I have 5 children and they just are running around and they're grabbing you and they're throwing things and they're hitting people. So I never got to actually enjoy the parade. So when I was there with just Dee and Carly, I loved it and I thought it was amazing. But then because of that, Dee and I, when we were at Marathon Weekend, we could see the Starlight one from Tomorrowland Terrace during the dessert party, but you could only see really the tops of them. And so, but that got us interested enough that we really wanted to see it. So we saw it when we were there with Carly, and it was awesome. Like, I loved everything about it. So that one's going to win out for me, but it was like a very close one because of that fire breathing dragon. It was really cool.
Mhm.
All right. Let's see. Wait, Jody, you have not given your
Not given mine.
right.
Okay, so I struggled with this one because I knew what I wanted to compare something to, this or that, but I couldn't find a really great comparison. So you got to give me a little leeway on this one. So Hoop-Dee-Doo versus Festival of the Lion King. Now I know there's not food in Festival of the Lion King, but it's still live performers and a lot of action happening. So that's the best I could come up with. So that's your choice. Hoop-de-doo versus Festival of the Lion King. All right. Who's going to go?
I have only seen Festival of Lion King. Hoop-de-doo is one of the things that I have not done at Disney World. So we've talked about it. We just never, like whenever you have the little list of here's what you haven't done, that's like my one thing that I never get to check off. So I guess I have to go with Lion King just for default because I've never done the other.
All right.
I like the Festival of Lion King. It's a fun show. So it's not like I don't enjoy it. It's just I don't have something to compare it to.
Okay. John?
I love Festival of the Lion King. I think it's a great show. And, you know, the other thing is I've really just seen it for the first time this last year, or at Marathon Weekend, because I've been to it several times, but always had the kids with us, so I couldn't watch it. So I love that one. Hoop-de-doo I've never been to, but just seeing the YouTube videos and stuff, it's not really my style. I'm not a huge fan of like the Western theme. So I don't know, but I would definitely go if it worked out where I could. But without sacrificing a lot of other things, I guess. So I'm going to go with Festival of the Lion King.
All right.
Jody, which one are you picking? Because you just did Hoop-de-doo.
I did, and I've done Hoop-de-doo a couple times. I'm going to go with Hoop-de-doo. I think it's just corny enough that there's jokes hidden in there for the parents with things for the kids. I just think it's got just enough of that slapstick humor that it's everybody's going to enjoy it. I mean, it was a little loud this last time. They had the volume cranked up in there, so I wish they would have turned it down a little bit. But I do love Lion King, and we saw it this last trip. I do enjoy the performance, but I'm still going to go with Hoop-de-doo.
Okay. Well, I definitely need to check it out at some point because it sounds fun, and I do like the interaction and stuff and all the dancing and everything. All right. So attractions and shows we all went through. Now let's move on to some food because I'm actually hungry and I want to talk about food. So we're looking at quick services. Jeff?
Starting with me, huh?
Yeah.
All right. We will compare Battle of the Animal Kingdom favorites, and we'll go Flame Tree Barbecue or Satu'li Canteen. John?
Satu'li Canteen is, I think, one of my favorite quick services. So I'm going to go with that. I love their, like, the shrimp bowl thing that I get is just amazing. I think that's really good. I've had Flame Tree a few times, and I liked it. I enjoyed it, and I wouldn't be upset if I had to go there. But given the choice of the two, I'm going to go with Satu'li Canteen. I just think it's a little bit more inventive and stuff because I get barbecue at home all the time, and it's pretty good barbecue around here usually. So, yeah. Flame Tree is still delicious, but yeah.
Jody?
I think we all know that I have Satu'li Canteen, yeah. And I've never been to Flame Tree ever. So one day I got to try it. Lindsay and I were just taking, like, one of these days we have to go to Flame Tree Barbecue because we've never been. So
last time I was there with the kids, a seagull swooped down, grabbed some kid's hot dog and flew off. And Chelsea goes, "That seagull just grabbed that boy's wiener." I lost my mind. I couldn't pull it together for probably a solid 5 minutes. So yeah, that was my last experience there.
I will also go with Satu'li Canteen, but I have a very similar story for Flame Tree. Only mine wasn't the seagull; it was the white, like, what are they, egrets or whatever they are that are always over there. This kid had this hot dog off to the side, and he wasn't looking, and then it came up, walked right up to the table, stole it from him, and the kid just lost it, like, out of his hand. So the cast member went over and got him another one, and it did it again. It took two.
Dude, those things are, maybe that's what it was, not a seagull, whatever those birds, but they're vicious.
Right.
My God.
With the long necks, and yeah. The kid lost 2 hot dogs in like a matter of 3 minutes.
It's amazing.
So you get dinner and a show. I guess that's the
yeah, that's true. You can just watch the birds steal food from kids, and I
Right?
enjoy that, to be honest.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Oh boy.
All right,
All
John,
right.
what's yours?
Let's see. This was one I was having a very difficult time coming up with. I'm gonna go with Columbia Harbor House or Regal Eagle Smokehouse,
Hmm.
because I feel like those two are both very high quality. Like I really enjoy all of the food that I've had at either one of those before. So yeah, I'm gonna go with those.
All right, I'll go.
Jody. Oh yeah, there you go.
I have not been to Regal Eagle because every single time in Epcot, it's a festival. So I'm always eating festival food. It smells delicious. I've been inside. I love that the Muppets are in there. Sam the Eagle's in there. Like I want to try it. I just never get in there because I'm always eating festival food. So for that reason, I can't vote for it. I'm sorry.
Okay, well that's fair. Jeff, what about you?
Columbia Harbor House has also
I've had
Lindsay's
both.
favorite.
Oh.
Go ahead. Sorry, Jeff.
I've had both. And I figured you would go with Columbia Harbor House regardless because that's your pre-race meal as well because you can get your rice and fish. But Columbia Harbor House, it's decent fried seafood. I mean, for things there, I like their shrimp. I like their chicken. I mean, the hush puppies are great. You can get rice. So there's just it's a different menu than you get from most of the other ones. There's a lot of other options available there. So Regal Eagle is good, but there's so many other options that when you're at Epcot that you have a better thing to go for. That I can get barbecue at home, and it doesn't draw me like the other one would. Magic Kingdom fast food isn't really a ton of great options, but Columbia Harbor House is one that's decent. So.
Okay. I am also going to go with Columbia Harbor House. I like Regal Eagle. I had it once, but like you said, Jeff, it's generally not going to be one I'm going to just go to because I have barbecue at home and it's decent. I liked what I've got there. But I think if I was in Epcot, I'm going somewhere else. Where Columbia Harbor House, I really enjoy. They have lobster rolls, they have all kind of shrimp stuff, they have fish. I love all that. So, yeah, I think Columbia Harbor House is a really good option for quick service. You don't have to feel like you're downgrading yourself. Still feel uppity, I guess.
Hold your pinky out while you're eating.
Right. Yes. Have some tea with the British. It's okay.
Right.
I don't know what happened there.
Maybe
To be
throw the
honest.
tea overboard because it is the 13 colonies, and maybe we throw the tea out the window.
It's true. They did throw a lot of tea in the water in Boston.
They did.
Can you imagine just if you were swimming by there at that moment and all of a sudden you're like, wow, this water is delicious. Is that Earl Grey? That'd be kind of cool. Oh boy. Okay. Sticking with the food theme, we're going to talk about snacks.
Wait, I haven't done my service.
You didn't? Well, you
No.
probably should. Ben,
I
Jody.
should. Okay, so I was going to do Docking Bay 7 versus Situate Canteen, but we already had Situate Canteen, so I'm going to mix it up, and I'm going to do Docking Bay 7 versus Ronto Roasters, which I know is, but I couldn't think of what else to match it up with, so because you guys stole my Situate Canteen, so that's what I'm going to go with now.
I'm looking at the menu for Docking Bay 7. I've never been there before.
Okay.
Ooh, you know what? Okay, so I'll go because I just had a thought. I really like Ronto Roasters when I've had it, but the only thing I've had is that little egg wrap thing with the sausage in it, and it's good, but it's nothing I'm gonna go out of my way to get. But the first thing I saw on the entrees for Docking Bay 7 looks like a pica tuna poke. So I like poke, so I'm gonna go with this place. It sounds interesting. So yeah, Docking Bay 7.
All right, Jeff, what about you?
I like both. Excuse me. Docking Bay 7 has changed their menu from the opening. When it first opened, it was a little bit more adventurous. It was a little bit more out there menu. And all their food names were kind of a little bit not really just saying that we're having chicken fingers. and I don't know that that went over real well with everybody because they weren't real sure what they were getting. So they kind of brought that back down to a normal Disney level. Um, but I really liked it when it was before they've altered it. But I do like the egg sausage hot dog thing that you can get at Ronto Roasters. So I will go with Docking Bay 7 still, with the caveat that it was better before.
Interesting. You know what I just learned looking at the menu though for Docking Bay 7, you can get the Ronto wrap with dinner at dinner time.
Well, so I probably should have again. I had to quickly come up with a pivot to a second restaurant. You threw some tweet. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I almost did ABC Commissary, but I don't know. I should.
I love that place.
Commissary. Well, that's what I should have picked, I guess. So
I'm just saying. I didn't realize this.
Docking Bay 7 versus ABC Commissary. So throw that whole thing out. John, go quickly.
Well, Jody, I think it was a good discussion because we were able to tell our fan that's out there listening that you can get a Ronto wrap at Docking Bay 7 for dinner. That's a pretty good piece of advice. But ABC Commissary for me, I think would win. I love ABC Commissary. They have this like Mediterranean salad I get in honor of Jody every time I'm there. It's usually really good. And then we've gotten a couple other things. I think I even got ribs there once and it was good. But yeah.
What would you pick then if I changed my second one?
ABC Commissary, is that where the buffalo chicken sandwich is, I think?
It is.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. That for sure.
All right. Well, between those two, I'm still going Docking Bay 7. I love Docking Bay 7. I love the poke bowl there. I love the hummus and falafel there, and I love the chicken salad there. And the kids used to get the yip tip, which was chicken fingers, and it was chicken finger. Well, not actually chicken fingers. It was more like a big piece of chicken, macaroni and cheese and broccoli. It was one of the best kids meals around, and they loved it, and they still get it even as grown humans, but get like 2 portions of it now. So I'm still going Docking Bay 7 because I will say though they were thicker pieces of chicken. We could not find a place to sit, and people who were just sitting there with no food were taking tables, and I'm walking around with my darn tray doing the loops. So annoying. If you don't have food, don't sit down.
Yeah, that's the worst.
It is. Anyway, okay.
You should be able to spray them with a spray bottle like you do a cat who's being bad.
Now I'm going to bring a spray bottle with me. All right. Okay, good discussion. Sorry about that.
Yeah. I got too excited about the next one that I jumped the gun a little bit there. But now we're going to keep going down the food path, and we're going to talk about snacks. This is one of my favorite things in the world, is a good snack. I love it. So, I mean, you get to be a big guy. I mean, you don't get to this physique, by not snacking. So, Jeff, as a man who likes to eat snacks, what do you think? I'm gonna go with churros or beignets.
Ooh,
beignets from where?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Beignets from French Quarter. And the churros from Nomad Lounge, so that they're the good ones with the dips, not just like the churro on like this, the one single one, which are really good, but not Nomad Lounge. So yeah, beignets from Port Orleans French Quarter, or the churros from Nomad Lounge. Jeff, what do you think?
I will go with beignets. If they were the churros from Disneyland, I would probably go with the churros. But we will go beignets from there. If they were the beignets at Magic Kingdom, I would go with the churros. So location is very important on these snacks. I love the beignets. We make a point to go over to French Quarter to get the beignets. I like them. I like the beauty beignets. Those are fun. I like the dips. We get the caramel or the chocolate both. So beignets all day for this choice.
Good choice. All right, Jody, what do you think? Which one are you going?
Totally agree with Jeff. It's really important to know where those beignets are coming from. So I am also team beignet from French Quarter. I'm just not a big churro fan. I think they're okay, but I don't love them. Even the one that I had at Disneyland, I was like, it's fine. But I do think that beignets are delicious. So I'm going French Quarter beignets over churro.
Okay. I'm also going with the beignets, but I love the churros from Nomad Lounge. The dipping sauces and stuff are so good, especially the vanilla one to me. Like I would drink that as a beverage. It's so delicious. But the beignets, I just have loved them since we first stayed at Port Orleans French Quarter the first time, and I don't know. It's just if we're anywhere near there and I can stop there, I will, because they have gluten-free ones too, which is amazing for any of our gluten-free listeners out there. So you can go there, and it takes a little bit longer, but I mean, it's not really. I mean, it's an extra, I think, 5 or so minutes. It's really not that bad. So I'm gonna go with the beignets because they are super delicious. All right, let's see. What are we picking between?
I went back and forth. I have 2 different sets of options that I didn't know which was the best route to go. I will go with the cold options, and we will do the Mickey bar versus the Mickey ice cream sandwich.
This one's easy for me. Mickey bar. I don't like the Mickey ice cream sandwich. Although have you guys heard about the new one from Animal Kingdom?
No.
There's a new ice cream bar from Animal Kingdom, not Lodge, Animal Kingdom. It's a cookie dough brownie ice cream bar that's breaking the internet. People are losing their minds over it. Apparently the lines get crazy long. It's the most delicious, amazing thing ever. Lindsay and I did not choose to wait in line because I was not that patient. But apparently it's phenomenal. So it's
Where's it at?
It's kind of by Starbucks. And Pizza Rizzo, Pizza Fari, Pizza, whatever that
Pizza
pizza.
Fari.
Yeah.
Pizza Rizzo.
Yeah, Pizza Rizzo. That'd be really hard to get there. But it's right there. And apparently it's the best thing ever. But
All right.
I was not a nice mom and didn't feel like waiting for it. So anyway,
John?
I'm still team bar or Mickey ice cream.
The ice cream bar, right? Yeah.
Hey, John.
Only a weirdo would pick the ice cream sandwich. So I'm going with the Mickey ice cream bar. It is so delicious. I don't know. You can't beat it. Now that you can get them at Target, like I love it. It's not the same.
They're not the same.
They're not the same.
It's close enough that I still get excited when I buy them occasionally. So I'm going with Mickey bar.
Mine depends on the type of year, or the time of year. Sorry. If it's in the summer, I will go with the ice cream sandwich. If it's in the winter, I will go with the Mickey bar. The ice cream sandwich just melts way too fast. That chocolate drips, and you lose half your chocolate. Then I'm sad. Where a Mickey bar or ice cream sandwich does not do that. I don't get sad eating an ice cream sandwich in the summer. I do get sad eating a Mickey bar in the summer when I lose my chocolate. And you don't be sad at Disney. So
Right. That's a good point. Wow. Okay. You're right though. You don't want to be sad. You don't want to be sad at Disney. All right. Okay. So Jody, we're gonna answer this question for you.
So here's my snack choice, my big choices. The creme brulee croissant or the cream cheese pretzel. I know, John, both of these would kill you, but pretend you can eat them.
Yeah.
All right, Jeff, which one?
I have never had either. But if I'm pretending as well, I'll go with the cream cheese pretzel because pretzels were on my list if I went with the other option. So I will go with the pretzel instead of the creme brulee croissant.
All right, John.
Wow. Well, I love pretzels, but I feel like the gap between a really good pretzel and a just okay pretzel isn't that big. You know what I mean? I like a lot of different pretzels. So creme brulee is something I love, and that sounds very unique with a creme brulee croissant. So I'm gonna have that. That's what I'm gonna go with.
All right.
Yeah.
I had both this last trip. The creme brulee croissant, by the way, is at Gaston's Tavern. And I'm going to go with that because our cream cheese pretzel this time was not very delicious. I think maybe it had been sitting there too long. So I'm going to go with the creme brulee croissant. So that's my
Can we
answer.
give an honorable mention to the Cheshire Cattails for a snack? That's a very underrated snack. As long as you do it in the morning when they come out fresh, that is a very underrated snack.
So that's a churro dipped in like chocolate, right? Is that what it is?
It's kind of like a croissant
one.
with it's like a chocolate croissantish thing with icing.
Oh,
So
never had one.
It's been a long time.
I was thinking of something totally different. So you learn something every day, especially when you hang out with Jeff. All right. Okay. So I gave mine. Jeff, you just gave your Jody.
I gave mine.
You did?
Yes, we just voted on creme brulee croissant and cream cheese
Yes.
pretzel.
Yeah, because the pretzel sat out too long.
Yep. Okay. Good job.
Man. Some days, you know,
The
it's
bad
just
thing is he's
not-
taking notes.
I am. I'm writing. I'm literally writing stuff down. Guys, I don't know. Now do we go to land in a park? I'm not really sure what's happening here anymore.
Yes.
Okay.
We're on to the next category.
So if we're going to land in a park, Jody, what are we going? Like, what are we debating here?
All right, I'm debating kid versus kid. So we're talking Fantasyland versus Toy Story Land. All right, who's going first? John, you want to go?
Yeah, a Toy Story Land. 100%. I love Toy Story, but I also just love that land. Fantasyland is cool. Like, I don't mind it, but Magic Kingdom to me is more about just walking around and taking in some of the atmosphere and the sounds and the noises or like the music and the sounds, that kind of stuff, smells. I don't know. I'm not that big of a fan of it. It's cool. I like being there for people watching, but I just love Toy Story Land. So I'm going to go with that.
Okay, John or Jeff?
Toy Story Land. One of my favorite rides is Toy Story Mania. Woody's Lunchbox is an underrated quick grab and go for some food. So I love Toy Story Land, and especially over Fantasyland.
All right. Jody?
Which kid's your favorite?
Yeah. Which kid do you love more?
I'm going to go with Fantasyland just because it's classic, it's original, and I think that's where when the kids were little, like I had great memories with them there. Even though I love Toy Story Land, and I think they've done a great job. I think they need more shade and more trees, but I do think that I love what they did there. But I still think I'm going to stick with the classic and stick with Fantasyland.
Okay. So we know which kid you love more. So that's good. We'll let them figure it out and fight it out to see who's who, right? But they probably
Good luck, children.
They probably know. That's exciting. All right. Jeff, what do you got?
I am going to go between the Canadian Pavilion and the French Pavilion.
Oh my God. Wow.
John?
Wow. Those are my two favorite. Well, no, those are tied for number two. We'll say Japan's number one. And then Canada and France are a very close tied second there. Man. So I love that the ice cream sandwich, but it's a macaroon. I can't remember which one's which.
Whichever it is, yeah.
Although
they did us evil this last trip, John.
How?
Lindsay and I stood in line for it, and we were like probably second to next family to get to go inside, and they're like, "We're out." They were out of the brioche. Yeah, which I know you don't want brioche. Yeah, it was very sad.
No, that stinks. That's the worst.
Sad day. Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. Last time we were there, I had two of them, and they were just so good. They're so good. Yeah.
So, which pavilion are you choosing?
I'm just trying to stall, I guess. I'm gonna go with Canada. So I think. So for Canada, I think the thing with me is I love the maple popcorn. That's delicious. I just think it's a really cool looking. I mean, France is really cool looking too, but Canada, I love the way they have the mountains and everything in there. But I also love the music stage they have there. And during the festivals and everything, they always have really cool bands. Like we saw last time we were down there for Festival of the Arts, they had a band doing all kind of like rock cover songs. So they were doing Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses when we walked up at first, and they had a bagpipe going, and it was just really cool. I don't know. It was a unique spin on it. I always think they have such fun, unique bands playing there. And yeah, and I love it. I don't know. I think it's a great one. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Canada. Yeah. Jody?
Jody?
France all the way. Champagne. baguettes, and ratatouille. When we all know my magic band is ratatouille, so that's kind of easy. If Canada had a ride or something in it, it may creep up higher on the list. But
This Canada Far and Wide or Oh Canada, whatever one it is now, does that not count?
that's an
Yeah.
attraction. That's not a ride. I think.
Eugene Levy will take you for the ride of your life in that 8-minute
And
movie.
Catherine O'Hara is looking down at you, frowning.
Yeah.
Okay, well, sorry. We spent a lot of time in the Canadian Pavilion because Lindsay's like, I feel like I'm at home because it's so. She's like, it's just like
Yeah.
Vermont. I'm like, it is, but yeah. I'm sorry. Champagne wins.
Okay.
All right,
Jeff.
The tiebreaker goes to Canada for me. I do love them both. Ratatouille doesn't pull me one way or another. It's back there. It's Rise of Resistance in rat form. But I do like the Canadian Pavilion. I like walking back through like the caverns, the mountains area. They say a lot of that is kind of designed off of Banff, which is where I went last summer. So I understand some of that scenery and stuff better now. I like that I can get an Ottawa apple from the liquor cart out front, which is a very good drink to walk around with. Le Cellier is a fantastic meal. Kim and I have gone there the last 2 years for our anniversary trip dinner, and it is one of the best meals I consistently have had on property for us to share, and it's not overly expensive for the two of us. So we will go Canada for that.
Wow. You got me excited about Le Cellier now. I need to try that.
I've
We
never tried
split whenever we go. We got the it's a ribeye for two. It's like a 36-ounce bone-in ribeye for two that they slice up. They have like a little maple leaf tallow, like beef tallow candle that they light, and it just melts all over it. They give you like 5 different dipping sauces to choose from, and they're all fantastic. And then you get sides and drinks, and it is a great steak. We leave there very stuffed.
Well, but if I order that, what's Dee going to eat? Because I'm going to have all 36 of those ounces.
Right.
So
it's one of those steaks too, where you just want to
Sorry,
sit there
honey.
and start chewing on the bone, and you're looking around thinking, "Can I get away with this here or not?" And like,
You're in a theme park, yeah.
yeah,
You can walk around
there's
with
probably people in there. Yeah, there's
Right.
probably people in there with
But-
no sleeves on their shirts. You can eat the bone.
it came close. I don't think we pulled the trigger on it, but we've both just one and two.
Huh? No, that sounds amazing. I want to try it now. Okay. Now.
It's your turn.
Okay. Okay. So this was tough for me to figure out ones that weren't an obvious choice for me and were, I thought, pretty balanced. I'm going to go with Galaxy's Edge or Pandora.
Ooh.
Mm.
It seems like people are putting more thought into this than I would have thought, which is, I think, a good thing. Jody, which one would you pick?
Oh gosh. I think I may have to go with Pandora. We were there before dawn, so it was dark. It was like Pandora at night, like you used to be able to have. God, yeah, I forget how cool it is back there at nighttime. Well, again, it was pre-dawn, so it was kind of night. It's just beautiful, and the scenery, and I think that they did all the areas, the land. I think it's just absolutely gorgeous. I also think they did a great job with Galaxy's Edge, but I don't know. Maybe it's just more my vibe. I don't know. I like it.
Interesting.
I'm
I
kind of
like the
surprised
reasoning.
with my answer, but that's what I'm going with today.
All right. Jeff, what about you?
I'm torn. They both have one good ride and one ride is kind of meh. They both have great theming that represents their movie series very well. They both have unique dining that goes along with everything there. They both have shopping that is tied very well to their. I think what will pull me is that Galaxy's Edge has more character interaction than Pandora does. Pandora has that mech show where the guy comes out with the thing where they walk around in the big suits. But I think the characters are more they're prominent, interacting in a out and about kind of way than what Pandora do. So I'll go with Galaxy's Edge. But it was a tough one.
Yeah, that's a good observation, Jeff. I didn't think about that, but now your answer is more thought out, smart.
That really does make a huge difference of the experience, I think, too, because they've come up and like messed with the kids and stuff, and the kids like, so if they get scared, like the characters do a decent enough job of like recognizing that and backing off. But if they don't, they just go right at them, and I love it. It's so fun, and they play off of each other. I really enjoy that. But I was gonna pick Galaxy's Edge before even thinking about it at that level too, because I love I love Star Wars in general, having grown up in the 80s, right? It was kind of a thing that I think all of us have some nostalgia around. So when I got to fly in the Millennium Falcon, I thought that was pretty sweet. And I like that little area with the traders and stuff where they have them playing Sabacc. And like we played with them one time and just bought a deck and came home and still play it. Just stuff like that I think they don't have in Pandora, but Pandora is beautiful. It's the coolest looking place. I still haven't been there at night for whatever reason, but
because it's never open at night ever.
Well, except marathon weekend, because it gets dark before 7:00.
Yeah.
So yeah, true. But no. So I'm gonna go with Galaxy's Edge just because I just have more nostalgia tied to it, and I think there's a little bit more activity and everything that you can do. And Jeff, your point too really just pushed it over the edge for me. So. Yeah, that's my choice. But I thought it was a tougher choice than initially. I was like, oh, of course I'm going to pick Galaxy's Edge. But I was very like torn at first thinking about it. Huh. All right. Well, that was fun. And now this part coming up is one of our favorites, and that's Quacking Up with the Ducks. So,
Jody?
Yes. So as you mentioned before we got started, it is NCAA tournament time. By the way, Florida just lost. And so I was thinking about basketball, and I guess I came off a little harsh there at the beginning. I do like basketball. I do watch part of the tournament. I'm just not like diehard. Like I don't take a day off of work to watch it like most people do. I'm casually interested in it. So back to basketball. So why'd the chicken cross the basketball court?
I don't know.
Because he's a foul. There's something about a foul. Is it something about a foul? I can't get there. There's a foul.
He heard that the ref was calling fouls. Yeah. Yeah. You got it with the foul. You got it.
That was a funny one.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
A better one. I forgot. I should have done that one. Totally forgot about it.
Jeff looks like he's.
I forgot the first one was, or the second one was better. Yeah.
Jeff looks like he's got something.
It's something. It's not great, but it's something. But we did this whole episode of choosing this and that, and I think I'm pretty confident in what I chose as being correct on most of these. And I think that because of that they should have me run for president of Disney World against Mickey Mouse. It's going to be a tough race, though, because he's got a lot of character support.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
He's a better character. He just is. He has more character.
Yeah. That's great.
Oh, yeah. We got it.
Yep. All right, John, bring it home.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
I eat mop.
I eat Mapu.
See? That's gross, you guys. You shouldn't do that. I eat Mapu. I eat Mapu. My coworker, so my friend at work, his son is 9 years old, and he knows. So I start a lot of our meetings with stupid dad jokes, right? Well, I'll call them amazing dad jokes. But so after one of them, he came up to me. He's like, "Hey, I got one for you from my son," and he told me that one, and I loved it. So I just wanted to give Chad's son some credit for coming up with such a wonderful joke.
Way to go, Chad's son. That was awesome.
I loved. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Wow. Well, hopefully now that you've recovered from your quacking up, you can come out to our Facebook group and join that and take part in some of the discussions. And you can go out and give us a 5-star review and probably share this episode with your best friends because they're probably needing to know more about Disney and discover a wonderful, entertaining, and educational show like this. So send them our way and see if we can grow the community a little bit. With that, I don't really have anything else except to say Kwaherini.
Bye, friends.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
I'm sorry. Honestly, my dark sense of humor is the only thing that gets me through some days. Okay. I got a lemon water and it's given really weird, like, I don't know, something like a weird texture or something in my mouth right now. It's just kind of, it's bugging me a little bit, but that's okay.
What she said.
Are we ready? I knew that was coming. That's also what she said. Oh, this is. Whew. I blame Jeff for this disaster.